Greetings everyone. So on the occasion of National Girl Child Day on 24th of January 2022, we the NSS volunteers and students of Lakhimpur College of Veterinary Science have prepared a presentation on women empowerment. And so let's start with our society where the idea of gender equality or inequality takes birth. Our society comprises of men and women. In earlier times, men were considered to be the leading members of a family. They were responsible for earning the livelihood and were the decision takers of the family. On the other hand, women were responsible for doing household work and upbringing of the children. So, the roles were mainly based on gender. There was no involvement of women in decision making. If we assess our entire sector, then research says that women's issues are either focused on her reproductive role and her body or on her economic role as a worker. But none of them is focused on empowering the woman.
What does women empowerment mean? Women empowerment is the process that creates power in women to live a happy and respectable life in a society. Women are empowered when they are able to access opportunities in a variety of fields, such as in education, profession, lifestyle, etc., without any limitations and restrictions. It includes raising their status through education, awareness, literacy, and training. It also includes the authority to take decisions. When a woman makes a crucial decision, she feels empowered. According to UN India Business Forum, women in India represent 29% of the labor force, down from 35% in 2004. More than half of the work done by women in India is unpaid, and almost all of it is informal and unprotected. Malala Yousafzai once quoted on women's rights and empowerment, "No struggle can ever succeed without women participating side by side with men." There are two powers in the world. One is the sword and the other is the pen. There is a third power stronger than both, that of women.
We have heard many stories about women empowerment in different parts of the country, but we will highlight the story of women empowerment in Assam. This is not about the rhinos of Kaziranga or the tea gardens of Assam. This is the story of women and Tamul Pat. Tamul is an integral part of every Assamese family. Until recently, only Tamul was eaten and leaves were of no use. Leaves were used only for firewoods. Suddenly, the demands for leaves increased, especially in the Michigan village of Sivsagar. Women started collecting dry Tamul Pat, but this time not for burning because ONGC started an unique CSR initiative for the women of Michigan. Men too started helping. They were being trained by expert trainers to make eco-friendly plates and cups. Machines were installed, self-help groups were created, and women started becoming independent. Some started earning up to ₹5,000 per month. They became entrepreneurs, creating new markets, started new stalls, and demand started growing. Transporters benefited, leaves collectors benefited, and also the machine operators. Today, a village like Michigan is experiencing a new dawn. This has become possible because of support from organizations such as Women on Wings and Tamil Plates Marketing Private Limited. And the story of Michigan continues.
Another classic story of women empowerment is that of Mandira Borua. From a driver to entrepreneur, this woman empowered 10,000 women. Her story starts around the late 1970s and 80s. Mandira Borua got married at a very early age to a boy who was a civil servant and the family was progressive. It was an arranged marriage, although not of marriageable age. Mandira agreed on one condition, that is, complete her education and go for higher studies. But after marriage, she came to know that her husband had a heart condition and Mandira was expected to take charge. Her husband was well placed as an executive engineer in the Department of Water Resources of the Government of Assam when he began to find it hard to walk and move and his health began to deteriorate. She realized that finances were a constraint, but she didn't give up and decided to sign up as a cab driver for the late evening and early morning rides. With this experience, Mandira got the confidence of dealing with different kinds of people, achieving small goals, and most importantly, making the stress in her abilities. She went on to do different things such as creating a little oasis with flower beds, a vegetable garden, and a tiny cottage, and she was surprised to see the positive response of people. That's how she thought she could help other women like her. Thus, the idea of Satsari was born. Mandira's taxi service eventually transitioned into a travel agency which is presently run by her son. In 2018, Mandira's Satsari holds a world record with the highest number of women participants in the annual Bihu dance. Satsari members found employment opportunities for over 5,000 women through direct and indirect ways. Not only employment, but also the confidence to fight their own battles, to deal with exploitation, to say no to dowry, to stand up to harassment and domestic abuse, to report cases of sexual abuse and any other violation. On 31st March 2019, she holds another record, Guinness Book of World Records 2020, as Satsari organized the performance of 700 Nasoni, female Bihu dancers, and 150 Dulia, male Bihu dancers, and performed live in Guwahati. When girls from nearby villages started coming to her requesting to be hired for respectable jobs, she drew from her own experience and thought of training them in basic nursing care. She set up Mandira Solutions, where girls were trained and employed in residences, nursing homes, old age homes, and other institutions. Set up in 2010, it trained 25 to 30 girls every year. The nursing school provided her with financial security while keeping her free to pursue other initiatives.
The next one is the story about our very own pet woman of Assam who started the menstrual hygiene movement in Pamohi village in outskirts of Guwahati. Aimoni Tumung and her husband Uttam Teron of Parizat Academy played a key role in initiating better menstrual hygiene practices with reusable pads. The pads have two parts, a shield and a liner. The girls stitch 3 pieces of cotton and flannel float into shape and add 2 plastic buttons to clip it to the undergarment. Besides, the leak-proof polyurethane laminate fabric that is stuck inside. Terence said that it is the responsibility of every individual to create awareness about the health and hygiene of women. We are planning to distribute free reusable sanitary pads to around 1 lakh girls and women who cannot afford to buy them, he said. It would mean making more reusable pads.
Stories like this inspire women. When a girl or woman reads a story that portrays a strong female character, it can be life-changing. They inspire girls to become strong, independent leaders and to pursue their dreams. It's a collection that seeks to empower underprivileged girls and women. Here, we would like to end our segment with a powerful quote by Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex and an American member of British royal family. Women don't need to find a voice. They need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to be encouraged to listen. Thank you and have a great day ahead.